So they have cameras that can do this for you?
Cameras don't do it. Cameras just control, just give you a
Okay.
better picture. But the main thing you care about is the audio quality and the stream.
Okay. I don't know if they had like cameras that connected to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
It's live. It's live, Christina. Good morning. Aaron Harris, Executive Director for the Ferguson Youth Initiative, welcoming you to our 10th annual virtual fundraiser. To get the party started off, we have DJ Nune. He's going to be spinning music on the ones and twos. Let's get the party started. Away, go ahead, DJ Nune.
Let's take it back to the old school. Let's take it to Union Square. Let's take it back to the LQ. Wave your hands like you just don't care. Let's take it back to the old school. Let's take it to Union Square. Let's take it back to the LQ. Wave your hands like you just don't care. Let's take it back, take it back. Take it back, take it back. Take it back to the old school. Wave your hands like you just don't care.
Drop top porch, rollie on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Boss up and I change the game. It's my big bronze boogie, got all them girls shook. My big fat, got all them boys cooked. We're from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno stand to me while I do my money dance like, hey. Flexing on the ground like, hey. Hit that little John, okay. Oh yeah, we living up finesse and getting paid.
Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever. So tonight I'm gonna show you all. When I'm walking with you, I watch the whole room shake. Baby, that's what you do. Well, baby, don't play. Blame it on my confidence. So blame it on your measurements. Down on sight. That's right. I get tripping with this. It don't make no sense. I get tripping with this.
Hey, yo, y'all vote back. Hey, Mike, you got that, man? You got that, man? Hey, man, go ahead, take it to the cosmos. Going down 165th Street, past that mall. What you man?
Shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute minute, hour, day, or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come and hold my love. 1,000 kisses from you is never enough. I just don't wanna stop.
DJ Nune is my heritage. Okay, you gon' give me the candy now? When you love someone, it's natural, not demanding. And that's one thing I'm proud to say about you. I'm so glad we reached an understanding. Now I know I'm safe with you. So now my love to you, baby, I surrender. Get ready tonight. Baby, it's a night to remember. Get ready, baby, tonight. Baby, it's a night to remember.
Celebrations in the heart 'cause we're united. And there's nothing in this world could come between me and you. We're together and it keeps me so excited to think of what the power of love can do.
We the best music.
I worked my whole life for this one. Another one. Another one.
DJ
Shining, 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 yeah. All of this winning, I've been losing my mind. This is my mind. Hold on, don't try to slow me down. Hold on, don't try to slow me down, slow me down. And now to make a fool for it. You gon' need a natural friend to lose the boy. Ratchet, you a tool, the boy. Mama say I'm tripping, daddy say I'm tripping. Not talking dirty, but my lips so clean. I'm about it like a bumper car sticker. Better make it smile when you see that big pull up. Money don't make me happy, and a fella can't make me fancy. I'm smiling for a whole nother reason. It's all smiles through all 4 seasons. Shining, 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 yeah. All of this feeling, I've been losing my mind. Losing my mind. Hold on, don't try to slow me down. Hold on, don't try to slow me down. Yeah, I dropped the top of the cruise. They try to get at me. They say I'm sweet just like you. Said everything else, yeah. Petty, 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 I've been winning steady. Yes, all up on your grill, little boy. Popping off after my thought, yeah, boy. Came out 97 when it's 20 years, boy. Oh, it's good, I don't feel bad for it. Yeah, when you see me smile, you can't be mad at it. Yeah. Money don't make me happy, and a fella can't make me fancy. We smiling for a whole nother reason. It's all smiles through all seasons. Hey, standing in the bed we made. Guess I never felt the part. I'm kicking all the sheets away. I'm jumping up and sinking shit. Guess I should've read the stars. I would've known that it would end like this. You never made me decent. Oh, you never made me strong. Oh, you never let me finish. No, you never. I throw my hands up. I've already made my mind up. Never get down on my luck. Never get down on my hands up. I've already made my mind up. Sorry I messed your life up. I'ma get on with my They're driving down a dead end street till I let another dragon fly. Gonna sip another off her feet. Oh, I trip another sinking ship. Guess I should've got the stars. I would've known that it would end like this. You never made me decent. Oh, you never made me strong. Oh, you never let me finish. No, you never. I throw my hands up. I've already made my mind up. Never get down on my luck. Never get down on my hands up. I've already made my mind up. Sorry I messed your life up. I'ma get on with my hands up. I've already made my mind up. Never get down on my luck. Never get down on my hands up. I've already made my mind up. Sorry I messed your life up. I'ma get on with my hands up. I've already made my mind up. Never get down on my luck. Never get down on my hands up. I've already made my mind up. Sorry I messed your life up. I'ma get on with my
Tyson, Miss Neely, our board vice president. Miss AJ Sander is here with us. Miss Neely, Mr. Lawson from the Ferguson community. Nez, thank you all for joining us. Let's continue the party. Let's keep having fun. Good morning. Oh! Oh! Oh!
All the shorties in the club, let me see you just back it up, drop it down, let me see you just get low, scrub the ground, let me see you just push it up, let me see you just wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah.
Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Get up, get up.
I'm shaking their booties like congos, man. I'm shaking the city like quake. Yeah. Haters blue in the face like Gonzo, cause I'm breaking the cake, so let's bang. Yeah. I'm taking the game's mine. Y'all witness the change, it's my time. Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you whack raps, they like save the time. I can dance, homie, I don't two-step. Y'all looking at something like a true player. A girl told me that a man that can dance might could possibly get down with the tools in his pants. Now I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gonna need your bird. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low, then the pound it real fast, just like the percolate.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. 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 Get it now! Get it now! Get it now! Get it now!
Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up, get up.
Girl, wobble it, and I'ma gobble it. I say you're moving your head, go ahead, bobble it. We can cradle the bed, I'm straight rocking it. The girl say, man, like that, never right shit. Damn, I'm so explicit, but I can't help my flow ridiculous. Boy, got a gift like it gotta be Christmas. Swag on this like it gotta be gifted. The girl brought cameras, and they want pictures, and they gon' frame them. See that? Let them go to bed while I'm saying my scriptures. Cause I leave you holy like you pray in the temple. I move with the letter of a pencil. And mine won't miss you. Good night, kiss you. Take your damn back, cause you got pistol. And I don't think Donnie pick her up these issues.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. 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 Get it now! Get it now! Get it now! Get it now!
Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Get up.
Oh! Oh! Big strap! Ow! 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 You got $100 bill, get your hands up! You got a $50 bill, get your hands up! You got a $20 bill, get your hands up! You got a $10 bill, get your hands up! Single ladies, I can't hear y'all! Single ladies, make noise! Single ladies, I can't hear y'all! Single ladies, make noise! All the chicken heads, be quiet! All the chicken heads, be quiet! All the chicken heads, be quiet! Yeah, baby, stop this! Move, face, never sing along, come on!
Love like this before. Never had someone to show me a love. Love like this before.
Now that we have come to be a brand new life, I can see. Never thought you'd be a special part of me. No, baby.
go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers. Rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that made you move, yeah. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front. And they bump. Where you get your beats? I heard 93 rappers say like me. 2 singers and 10 comedians, and I'm still gonna yell it every time you see me in. What's my favorite word? Why they gotta say it like short? You know they can't play on my court, can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Where you get that from? Grab a mic, spit one. Let me hit that MC 8 ball and MJG. Keep spitting that B to the IMP. Bun B, that's Texas, baby. Ballin' G, that's Memphis, baby. Short dog, that's Oakland, baby. Ain't nothing but pimpin' these.
S-A-double-D-I-Q. Yo, he wanna get involved with you. It's the S-A-double-D-I-Q. Yo, he wanna get involved with you. It's the S-A-double-D-I-Q. Yo, he wanna get involved with you. It's the S-A-double-D-I-Q. Yo, he wanna get involved.
This girl walking in the ghetto, looking good but looking down. Said she needed inspiration. I said, yeah, going uptown.
Uptown, baby. Uptown, say what?
I could tell she was feeling better.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
She got inside the car.
She got inside the car.
She was a dark-skinned girl with pretty cornrows. She was doing her best to try to hide that scar.
What you say? Come on, what you say now?
I don't really care about that dance. Just get involved.
Like that, dig it up one more time. Say
You making me feel so just get involved.
like that, one more time. What you say now? What?
Every time I take you around, friends,
Come on, time I take you around.
I catch them looking at your love.
Looking at your love, right there.
You know it never ever bothered me, because I know that I'm the one you're thinking of.
1, 2, 3, oh.
DJ Nune is
Drive that funky soul. Get up, get yourself together, and drive your funky soul. They're doing it down in that song. Drive that funky soul. They're doing it by the beach. Driving that funky soul. New York, get yourself together, and drive your funky soul. Let your body pop and let your feeling flow. Raise up, get yourself together, and drive that funky soul. When I say Sagittarius, drive that funky soul. When I say Pisces, holla, and drive your funky soul. When I say Gemini, drive that funky soul. When I say Capricorn, drive your funky soul. When I say Scorpio, Virgo, drive your funky soul. If I say Cancer, can you drive that funky soul? Raise up, get yourself together, drive your funky soul. Slaughter, get on up, get yourself together, drive that funky soul. Leo, get yourself together, drive your funky soul. Aquarius, get yourself together, drive that funky soul. Get yourself together, drive that funky soul. Get up, get yourself together, drive that funky soul. Fred, get yourself together. New Cupid. Time for a change.
You never know what can happen with technology. You're in the mix with DJ Nune. We're still live. Wherever you are, party. Let's keep going. Fuck on.
They say I'm a rapper, and I say no. You say what you doing, trying to do somebody cold. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new dance, you gotta move your muscle. A brand new dance, it's called a Cupid shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. We gon' show you how it goes. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you do it. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Come on. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. You do the down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Now you see what I'm talking about. I represent for the dirty south, where we're known for swinging now. King of swing out there, King of swing. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you do your down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Come on, down, down, do your dance, do your dance. 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 Here we go. To the right, to right, to right, to right, to right, to left, to left, to left, to left, to left. Now kick, now come on, baby, kick. Now walk it by yourself. Walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, the right, the right, to left, to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick, now walk it by yourself. Walk it by yourself.
Woo-wee. What a good way to get going. Thank you, DJ Nune, for your musical talent. As I introduced myself earlier, I'm Aaron Harris. I'm the Executive Director for the Ferguson Youth Initiative. I'm glad everybody was able to come in and participate and enjoy the sounds and the music with DJ Nune. That's all. So welcome to the 10th annual FRI virtual fundraiser. You all were live, so I may flub up some words, I may mess up, and I hope that we can still continue to have great fun and enjoy ourselves, okay? Give me 1 second. So again, welcome to our 10th anniversary virtual fundraiser. For those of you who don't know, FRI has turned 10 years old today, this year. The Ferguson Youth Initiative was birthed out of an idea by the community. However, 3 members of the community took up the fight to create the Ferguson Youth Initiative. First is the late Miss Gail Babcock. I never got a chance to meet Ms. Babcock, but every resident I bump into, and I mentioned FYI, they know Gail, and they have a story about Gail. They all talk about how much she cared about the youth and about the community. The other person is Dr. Jackie Lewis Harris, who served on the board of directors for 8 years. We have 3-year term limits, but she served for 8 years to help grow FYI and create a bigger impact for the Ferguson Youth Initiative. And the last but not least is the person that you all most likely know, Dwayne T. James, who served as our board chair for 10 years, our Mr. Do Everything, Mr. Swiss Army Knife. In this presentation, in our virtual fundraiser, you're gonna hear Brandon Pappert and Kevin Neely and Cynthia Nathan talk about how often and how great these founders impacted and affected their lives. When I arrived, I arrived to FYI in December of 2016. I had no idea I had no idea of the shoulders of the founders of FYI that I stood upon and all the great expectations they had already set within the community. As the executive director, just like the founders, I have been blessed to meet so many members of the Ferguson community. One of those members is Miss Mildred Kleins, and I hope Miss Mildred is here to hear this. Every time I talk to Miss Mildred asks, Aaron, how are the children? I have two children. I have a 8-year-old and I have a 15-year-old. And that's a whole nother conversation that I will talk to you about later on psychiatrist's couch. But at any rate, but I know when Miss Mildred asks, Aaron, how are the children? She's not asking me about my children. She asked me, how are all the children? So hopefully today, through our virtual fundraiser, we can answer that question. How are all the children doing? How are the children that FY is serving doing? How's the programming that FY is offering impacting the youth? We also have other great talented community members like Mr. David Walters. David Walters is the president of the High C Company, and he's partnered with us to create a robust and great internship program. I do want to start off though, before we get this video going and get everything started. I want to give thanks to our co-chairs, the Honorable Mrs. Hazel Irby and Mr. David Humphreys of Tamco Products. This event would not have been able to be pulled off without their leadership, their guidance, and their encouragement. I also want to thank our board of directors, Dr. Davis, AJ Sander, Monique Williams, Laura White, again, Dwayne T. James, Miss Renee Thomas Woods. Oh, wow. I'm blanking on names again. I'm sorry we're live, and I'll come back and fill those names in. But I do want to, with no further ado, release you guys to the virtual video, and let's have some fun. There will be an intermission at about 15 minutes to get up, kind of stretch your legs, and come back and let's finish up the fun. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hello, supporters of the Ferguson Youth Initiative. This is the Red and Black Brass Band bringing you the ones and twos, hoping that you guys have an amazing day and an amazing time. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, my name is Dwayne T. James. I'm one of the original founders of the Ferguson Youth Initiative. We started in 2010 as a way to engage, empower, and educate youth and bring them into the photo community. We knew that we had to do something to help teens understand their voice and get involved. Community leaders and government officials that got together
my first job here in Ferguson at the Whistle Stop. Now, 3 years later, I'm currently working at SSM Health. I love my job, but what I loved even more was being a part of FYI. So I started coming more to different programs, and I actually joined our advisory board. I came on as secretary and served 2 years, and after my beloved board mates graduated and moved on with their lives, I decided to run for president. Throughout my presidency, we hosted many programs and different events, but my favorite will always be Slam. Every Friday we do Slam where we talk about what's going on, how we're feeling through music, art, poetry, and just getting to know each other. My favorite part was probably always the food though. Throughout my experience at FYI, I have met friends, made relationships, and also found a lot of space to grow in my personal life, in my professional life, and our executive director, the best we've ever had, Aaron Harris, has become my personal mentor. He's gonna love this shout out.
My name is Wesley Bell, St. Louis County prosecutor and former board member of the Ferguson Youth Initiative. It has been amazing first people in so many ways about things that
Well, everyone, as we go How is everyone doing today? As we're having these technical hiccups, as we've all experienced, how's everyone doing? Put it in chat or put it through just go ahead and unmute and just let us know how you're doing, how your experiences have been with FYI, maybe how you have benefited, the impact, how you actually heard about FYI. So as we continue to work out the hiccups of good old thing called broadband and internet, let's just go ahead and continue the conversation and just continue the discussion. So people are great putting it in chat. Love to hear that. Love to hear. Saw some hands go up, saw some thumbs go up. Happy to see that as well. Anyone else? Anyone else? How is things? I see some, I would say old friends, but I don't want to call you old. I see some friends that I've known for a while. I see some familiar faces, some familiar names. And of course, I see some new names that I can't wait to meet and
Right,
interact
Dwayne,
with.
we are back.
You are back. All right, wonderful, wonderful.
Basically for teens to express themselves, whether it be through art, music, dancing, whatever the case may be. I really love that program just because it gave youth the chance to express themselves. And that also led into Painting for Peace. When we had the unrest in Ferguson, we basically went up the South Florissant and West Florissant corridor and painted up the boarded up businesses because for us, we wanted to show that youth did have a voice and also just that there is peace.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Nathan, and from about 2016 to 2018, I was the president of the Ferguson Youth Initiative. I was brought in by Dwayne James. He saw that my sister was in the organization, and he saw me sort of lonely out to the side. And he said, hey, why don't you join this? We're trying to foster a sense of community in the youth of Ferguson, and we really want you to be a part of it. So he brought me in and showed me what it felt like to be a part of a youth community. During my time on the board with Brandon Pappert, we curated one of my favorite events called Slam. It was sort of an open mic event where we did poetry, music, singing, dancing, and for me, I took art away from that. And from that, we sort of segued into Painting for Peace, where we painted around the boarded up buildings and really brought positivity back into a community full of unrest. And from that specific program that we did, I was able to curate my love of art and my ability to show it to people. And that's sort of what I took away from FYI. I was able to share this gift that I didn't really feel that I had. And now that I'm in college, I am a lot less shy about it. And I'm a lot more able to put myself out there and be the person that I was meant to be.
I would say Ferguson's initiative has really shaped both of us. And thank you, FYI, for everything you've done and for the people you helped grow up.
Yeah, it made us the people we are today.
Yep.
Lovely day, 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 lovely day.
Hope you're having fun. Aaron Harris, Executive Director for the Ferguson Youth Initiative. This time I'm joined by DJ Sanders. He's the Vice Chair of our Board of Directors. She joined the Board of Directors in 2018. AJ?
As a proud member of FYI, we are very excited about the upcoming expansions taking place in Bell Fountain, Berkeley, Hazelwood, and Florissant.
This expansion will help us increase the footprint of the youth that we're serving in the metropolitan St. Louis area. We will be adding a girls mentoring program. This girls mentoring program will be for young ladies 13 and 19 to come out and with an adult female mentor once a week. This mentor will help them stay on a pathway to success throughout their middle school, high school, and collegiate lives.
We will also be adding an esports program. The esports program is designed for students 13 to 19 in the Ferguson Florissant School District, and it is online competitive gaming by PC. And now we will hear more from our students about programming that they are expecting in the future.
My name is DJ Nune. I'm the outgoing president of FYI. I was introduced to Dwayne James back in 2011. I auditioned at the Corner Coffee House with my clarinet to play at Slam. From there, I helped in community service in Ferguson. I volunteered at the Taste of Ferguson, and I helped paint houses with Rachel Crowley. I held multiple gaming tournaments, like Smash Bros. And Call of Duty tournaments. I've also been a part of Next Steps. They basically teach young youth how to conduct themselves in interviews when getting a job, how to dress, and how to even answer questions being presented by the interviewer. A part of that, I've gotten internship at High Seas Warehousing through Next Steps, which I've been working for 8 months now. I graduated from McCool High School of May 2020. I'm currently a freshman in college of Academy of Art University. My major is game development. Thank you.
Wow, what some great updates from our youth. You guys saw me just a second ago in front of the wall with our Vice Chair, AJ Sander. This has been a great time at FYI for the last, again, we're coming up, this is our 10th anniversary. So of course we've had some growing pains, we had some things that didn't go well, but lately everything's been all aces for us. We are looking for volunteers. We have our Ferguson Youth Advisory Board, which on October 24th will be packing COVID-free candy up for youth so they can have some type of Halloween. And we're gonna be partnering with the Ferguson Police Department to do that. We're working on all kinds of things going on. So if you want to volunteer, you can email us at info@fyfergus.org. If you would like to donate, the video showed you www.rally.org/Ferguson Youth Initiative. If you just want to sit down and talk with us about the program we're offering and how it can impact the youth that you are working with or the youth that you know, you can give us a call, 314-749-53 79. Please enjoy your intermission. We'll be right back within the next 5 minutes to close out. I did want to say, I do remember those board of director names. Renee Thomas Woods, Monique Williams, Dr. Joseph Davis, Miss AJ Sander, Patrick Chandler, Dwayne T. James. These are all the board of directors that have helped me throughout this time. Dr. Jackie Lewis Harris as well, Ms. Kathleen Hudson, Reverend Diana Tapman. So I want to say thank you to, if I forgot the name, I want to say thank you as well. Some of our donations that have already come in, I want to say thank you to Ferguson Councilwoman Heather Robinette with a $5,000 donation towards FYI to assist us with starting our gaming program. I want to say thank you to David Bacchius of After Missouri with a $200 donation. I want to say thank you to Jasmine Moore, who donated all the way from North Carolina, $200. We are, again, we know this is not how we thought we would all be together, and we know this is not the way we thought we would be serving youth, virtually through computer screens, laptops, and masks. But we've called that audible, and we are there to assist the youth of Ferguson, Florissant School District and the youth around the St. Louis metropolitan area. Again, so I hope you enjoyed this intermission. Take 5 minutes, stretch your legs out. We'll be back to close out. Thank you.
board. FYI, that given how we use our ears, provide insight. The Ferguson Youth Initiative now offers the Ferguson Youth Advisory Board. Ferguson Youth Advisory Board members provide insight and feedback on issues relating to youth in the community. They are the official youth voice of FYI and help determine how we use our energies and resources to benefit the public. FYI offers the Ferguson Community Service Program, a program in Ferguson that gives teens a chance. We're all human, and as humans, it's natural to make mistakes. Instead of getting a ticket or going to jail, FYI provides youth with a chance to perform mentor-guided service work. FYI provides a drop-in program, and it provides an open house at the FYI Back Bay for freestanding and structured creative circles. Youth have access to computers, tutors, and art materials, along with a space to work and play games. We also offer drop-in at St. Peter's Church, right on West Florissant. Next up, we have Next Steps, which instructs teens ages 15 to 19 in the necessary steps to gain and sustain employment, in addition to equipping them with college planning strategies. Slam, an open mic night experience just for young people. Once every month, we give young people the mic, the stage, or whatever platform is needed. We welcome art in all forms: painting, singing karaoke, singing and rapping original music, poetry, cooking demos, and more. And last but not least, Spot 394, which transforms facilities into a pop-up youth center where young people can play games, listen to music, and engage in other youth-centric activities.
The next big thing that we had to do was recruit the teens. And so it was our job to go out and talk with parents, talk with community leaders, talk with stakeholders, other businesses, schools, and then also other youth organizations to see how we can collaborate to get the teens and get the youth in the doors, to get them at our programs. But what we found was the best way to communicate FYI was to work with our teams that were already a part of the program and have them come in and help develop the programs, help deliver the programs, and us as adults work with them as best as we could to ensure that their voice, their focus, their wants was at the center of attention. And so with that, I want to introduce one of our alumni, Paris Nathan, to come in and talk about her experience with the Ferguson Youth Advisory Board. Paris?
My name is Paris Nathan. I'm an alumni of the Ferguson Youth Advisory Board, and my introduction to FYI was pretty abrupt. A friend of mine, her mom was bringing her to a meeting, and I happened to be riding with them, and she dropped both of us off, and that was in the fall of 2012, and I've been involved with FYI since then. FYI is really important to me. It showed me a sense of community. It allowed me to have an outlet for a lot of the ideas that I had to bring people together. I love planning events, and FYI was a resource for me, and the adults really cared to listen and to help me bring those ideas to life.
Aww.
Stop, you cry. One of the most memorable events for me was my senior year of high school. We hosted a youth summit and we gave it a glow party theme. So throughout the summit, students went into different rooms and answered different questions for us and did different activities. And at the end of the maze, we had a glow party for them. So we had swag bags and glow sticks and food and music, and it was really great to see the process from start to finish of sitting downstairs in the back bay, going through ideas with the rest of the advisory board, to being there that night, and all of the teenagers that came out and were able to help us get that feedback that we needed, and have a great time at the end of the night.
Is that where we actually planned everything out and had like the pieces of paper all over?
Yeah, and we had the big like blueprint of all the rooms and the different activities.
involved with the Ferguson Youth Initiative. And I thought I was getting involved to help and support teens. But the real value came in of the lessons that I learned as an adult and how their insight, their thoughts are what we need to hear. They're not the next generation. They are the generation. They're the ones that are leading the community. And so as an adult, I'm just proud to be involved and proud to have worked with so many wonderful, intelligent, inspirational, passionate youth that continue to make a difference, and I've just been a little bit a part of that. So I encourage everyone to work with teams, work with community leaders, and support the Ferguson Youth Initiative or support some initiative that makes sure that youth are at the focus.
Greetings, Ferguson Youth Initiative friends and supporters. I'm so glad you could join us today, even if it's virtually. There are so many things we do online these days that we couldn't have envisioned even a year ago. I'd so much prefer to be with you face to face today, but this will have to do until we can meet again face to face. I'm wearing several hats while speaking with you today. I'm speaking as a member of the Ferguson community, as a board member of FYI, as superintendent of the Ferguson Florissant School District, and as the father of a Ferguson youth and a Ferguson Florissant student. It's a good thing I have this big old head of mine to wear all these hats, huh? Specifically today, I'd like to share with you about the partnership between FYI and FFSD and how the two organizations work together for the benefit of our students and in turn for the benefit of our community. FYI is a catalyst for providing our students a space to build agency. I'd like to ask you to think back to a time when you had something important to say, a message that you believed others needed to hear. Were you able to share your message, or were you stifled? Our young people have a voice. They have great ideas, but so often they lack the opportunity to express themselves. FYI has historically been a space that develops student agency. FYI cultivates agency and provides a venue for expressing that agency. FYI helps students become self-advocates and create change. FFSD and FYI work in partnership to support our students as they become leaders in their community. Together, we're developing the next generation of community leaders. Our future mayor or members of Congress could be growing as a leader with the support provided by this organization. Future business leaders are empowered through the efforts of this combined partnership, as well as other community leaders. There are so many opportunities to pour into the lives of young people through FYI and FFSD and cultivate their leadership skills. As adults, we've traveled the roads and hit the obstacles that our teens face. Together, we can help the next generation avoid the pitfalls that we encountered and expedite their leadership journey. FFSD and FYI stand together during these turbulent times to provide the support students need to get through this. FYI provides a safe space, academic support, social and emotional support. Over the last 6 months, our community, nation, and world have experienced turmoil in a way we could not have imagined. Our students are resilient and have adapted amazingly well. Our families are working hard to support students in many ways, but these are tough times. While many of our families are resilient through these times, some of our families don't have the resources, whether it's time or training, to support our students through the complexities we face. We're all doing our best, but sometimes we need that outside support. FYI stands ready to support our students and bridge the gap with the resources that families can't provide. Your financial support of FYI helps make these supports possible. In this COVID environment, FYI needs additional support to ensure we are providing a safe space. When students come together physically, we need resources to support their safety, like PPE and cleaning supplies to keep everyone safe. We know that COVID has hit North County especially hard, harder than any other community in this region. The work we do with students is crucial. Students and families need to know that not only is FYI a safe space in the ways it's always been, they need to know that it's a safe space from the disease as well. Our students also need other supports, such as food and books and art supplies like canvases, paint, stencils, and other resources to communicate while building community. In Ferguson Florissant, we've committed to safety as our highest priority. If people don't feel safe, they will not thrive. Your support of FYI can address this most basic need for our teens. Our students need academic supports as well. We believe there are ample resources within the community to support each other. FYI and FFSD partnering together provides students access to those academic supports. FYI is providing a space for students to serve as tutors and mentors. Remember that comment about FYI developing leaders? Our students are receiving academic support, but they're also providing academic support for others as well. Many of our students are taking AP courses and can be a huge support for their peers. For instance, students taking Algebra 2 Honors and AP Calculus could serve as tutors to younger elementary students and middle school students, even students in high school taking similar or less challenging courses. We can strengthen our community from within while building our students' capacity. If we provide opportunities for students to mentor others, they will carry this mindset as they become adults. Social emotional support. Here is a chance to really shine. The COVID and racism pandemics have both caused enduring stress among our students and families. Now is the time to carve out a path of hope for our students. FFSD is willing to partner with FYI to support our students as they navigate this new space, not knowing how this will change our lives forever. The future has to be built, and who better to serve as architects than the ones who will live in it? So many adults are feeling overwhelmed these days. I'm sure there are some among us who are losing hope. I know at times this weighs so heavily on me personally. Our young people need hope. They need to see that we adults care and are investing in their social emotional well-being. One of our students said something a few years ago that has stuck with me. I can't afford the luxury of hope. How sad is that? A 16-year-old student feels hope is a luxury beyond her reach. FYI has provided hope and care and empowered students for 10 years. We can't measure the full impact on the lives of the young people in our community, but I can assure you that your support can change and even save lives. I know so many of you have supported FYI over the years with your finances and your time. As the father of a Ferguson youth, I want to thank you. You are making our community a better place for my son to live and grow. I'd like to encourage you and ask you to continue to support this organization that has meant so much to so many. As I've shared, the need and the opportunities are great. If you haven't been able to support FYI previously, I'd like to ask you to consider supporting now. You have an opportunity to make a lasting difference in the lives of our teens and the future of our community. Oh, and remember all those hats I mentioned that I'm wearing? You could add some hats to your head too. Donor, supporter, cheerleader, life changer, and even lifesaver. Thank you.
1, 2.
Come on, hurry up. We ain't got all day. Don't be dragging us. Hear what I say. There's no need to tomorrow.
Thank you all for joining us. I hope you had a great time. I will say the board members' names I could not remember was Ms. Dion Orr, Ms. Whitney Caldwell, Mr. Trent Ball, and Ms. Genesis Steele. Ms. Genesis Steele and Ms. Monique Williams are new additions to the board of directors. I also want to point out Kevin Neely, the young man that you saw in the video. Kevin was a recipient of the Gail Babcock Scholarship this year for college. This scholarship was sponsored by Miss Rita Herdays of St. Louis County Council. So great, I'm glad, I'm hopeful that this video and today lets you know a little bit more about us, helps you get involved in what we're doing. And like I said, if you want to donate, www.rally.org/Ferguson Youth Initiative. The programming that the youth want to do does take funding. It also takes volunteers if you want to volunteer. info@fyfergyouth.org. And as Dwayne just said in the chat, over the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, as FY continues to grow, we're hopeful that you will grow with us and help us grow. Thank you for coming out. Hope you have a great Saturday. And for those of you who had your food delivered, I pray it's there by now. Thank you so much. The video will be shared on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So great, thank you, have a great day. I hope this was not your worst virtual experience. Hope you had fun. Thank you, bye-bye.